John Rockefeller was an American business magnate and philanthropist. He was by most definition the wealthiest American of all time and the richest person in the modern history. Rockefeller was born into a large family in upstate New York who moved several times before eventually settling in Cleveland. He became an assistant bookkeeper at age 16 and went into several business partnerships beginning at age 20. Concentrating his business on oil refining, Rockefeller founded the Standard Oil Company in 1870. He ran it until 1897 and remained its largest shareholder. In his retirement, he focused his energy and wealth on philanthropy, especially regarding education, medicine, higher education, and modernizing the American South. Rockefeller's wealth soared as kerosene and gasoline grew in importance, and he became the richest person in the country, controlling 90% of all oil in the United States at his peak in 1900. Oil was used in lamps as well as fuel for ships and automobiles. Standard Oil was the largest business trust in the United States. Through the use of companies' monopoly power, Rockefeller revolutionized the petroleum industry, and through corporate and technological innovations, was instrumental in both widely disseminating and drastically reducing the production cost of oil. Rockefeller's companies and business practices came under criticism, particularly in the writings of author Ida Tarbell. The Supreme Court ruled in 1911 that the Standard Oil must be dismantled for violation of federal antitrust laws. It was broken up into 34 separate entities, which included the companies that became ExxonMobil, Chevron Corporation, and others, some of which still have the highest level of revenue in the world. Consequently, Rockefeller became the country's first billionaire with a fortune of worth nearly 2% of the national economy. His personal wealth was estimated in 1913 at $900 million, which was almost 3% of the US gross domestic product, GDP of 39.1 billion that year. That was his peak net worth and amounts to US dollar 26.6 billion US dollars in 2022 dollars inflated adjusted. Rockefeller spent much of his last 40 years of his life in retirement at Queequeg East Estate in Westchester County, New York, defining the structure of modern philanthropy, along with other key industries such as the retired steel magnate Andrew Carnegie. This fortune was used chiefly to create the modern systematic approach of targeted philanthropy through the creation of foundations that supported medicine, education, and scientific research. These foundations pioneered the developments in medical research and were instrumental in the near eradication of hookworm in the American South and yellow fever. In the United States, he and Carnegie gave form and impetus through their charities to the work of Abraham Flexner, who is, in his essay Medical Education in America, emphatically endowed empirism as the basis for the U.S. medical system of the 20th century. Rockefeller was the founder of the University of Chicago and Rockefeller University, and funded the establishment of Central Philippine University in the Philippines. He was a devout North Baptist and supported many church-based institutions. He adhered to total abstinence from alcohol and tobacco throughout his life. For advice, he relied closely on his wife Laura Spellman Rockefeller. They had 4 daughters and a son together. He was a faithful congregant of the Erie Street Baptist Mission Church, taught Sunday school, and served as a trustee, clerk, and occasional janitor. Religion was guiding force throughout his life, and he believed it to be the source of his success. Rockefeller was also considered a supporter of capitalism based on a perspective of social Darwinism, and he was quoted often as saying, "The growth of large business is merely a survival of the fittest."